Ah, why do you have to make up a word for your title when I cannot even speak English? Hey guys, it is pretty late at night. This one is like, come on man, we gotta go to sleep. We just finished watching eXistenZ. I'm definitely said that wrong. I kept repeating it when they said it because in my head it was existence, but it's eXistenZ or something like that. Stens. Ah, why do you have to make up a word for your title when I cannot even speak English anyway? Okay guys, I'm sitting up here. I couldn't deal with that angle. But Gromit's still in it, so that's nice. This is actually a Cronenberg film from 1999. It stars Jude Law, Jennifer Jason Leigh, and William Dafoe. Yeah, I know, crazy cast. The film is about a software designer who is doing a trial run and going to like a group where they need to like sit in and yeah, do a trial run of it. I don't know what that's called. Game testing, software testing, and they, you know, go into this room and then someone tries to assassinate her, and so her and her security guard, you learn pretty quickly he's like a marketing guy, they go on the run and they decide to try out the game while on the run, which is so weird. That's kind of how I explain it, but I do want to read you their blurb because I'm sure it'll be very different to mine. A game designer on the run from assassins must play her latest virtual reality creation with a marketing trainee to determine if the game has been damaged. Okay, it's not that far off actually. I just thought I had a funny way of explaining it because it is kind of a twisty movie. The thing about this movie is it's not really timeless. I don't think that it's like beyond cheesy and all that kind of stuff. I don't think that's the issue with it, but this kind of storyline has been done since this film came out so many times. I can't even tell you how many films, like off the top of my head, I can think about that are just like this movie, but I don't want to ruin those films if you've seen this and vice versa. But what I will say is it's like, it's been done a lot. It's been done even in Black Mirror. So yeah, I could kind of see where it was going, and I think it would have been really cool in 1999. It would have been a completely different story, or the same story, but it would have been completely different in that time period. And if it was one of the first films that did what this film does, it would have been shocking. But things that I think are timeless about this film, I think it was amazing. The creatures, that was just crazy. Definitely like Cronenberg-esque, gruesome, fleshy moments. The way the portals, I think they're called, that, you know, they attach to go into these virtual reality worlds, which is the games that they play. I thought that they were, you know, it's very classic Cronenberg. But the little creatures that you'll see, I thought they were done so well for like 1999. I thought that the graphics, it's special effects, obviously all CGI, and I thought they were done amazingly. I was really impressed by that. And even when plugs are going into their bodies and things are disappearing, I think that they just did the effects really well, and that was just a surprising turn of events for a 90s film. But what marks the time period very well is Jennifer Jason Leigh's hair. Her crimped hair in this movie is just out of this world. Flashback, early 2000s, 90s. It was a lot. And I've read that there is a purpose for this, but I can't tell you because it will give away something, but maybe just pay attention to it throughout the film. I didn't know this, and I read a fact about it afterwards, and I thought that was quite interesting. But overall, I've seen a lot of Cronenberg films that I really love. I'm a huge fan of Videodrome. Obviously, everyone's gonna say Videodrome. The Fly remake, The Brood. I love The Brood. I think I did The Brood last year, maybe, for 31 Days Apart. Anyway, huge fan of him. Sorry, this is just showing Gromit's butt now. Huge fan of him. And I was really looking forward to this because I was just reading, like, only moments before watching it that it was his film. I didn't even realize when I put it on the list. I just saw a lot of people had commented that they really liked this film, so I went for it. I'm not overly impressed by this. As I said, I've seen a lot of other films do the exact same thing. I would have liked to see it go a step further, get a step darker. It kind of gets there and kind of backs off a little bit, and I guess things have to be super extreme for me to remember them these days, especially if it's a storyline that I've seen done before, which I think is fair enough. But overall, I don't think it's a bad film. It might be a film that is fondly remembered because you saw it at a time period where it was kind of shocking, but I don't think now it really holds up to other TV series, aka Black Mirror, or movies that have got the same kind of themes. I'm gonna give it a 6 out of 10. Again, thought it was good for what it was, but it doesn't really beat other films I've seen like it. Have you guys seen this movie? I was gonna try and say the title again, but man, it is late. I can't remember exactly. I wrote down like phonetically and I still can't say it. eXistenZ. eXistenZ? My lord, my lord. If you guys want to check out a movie about a VR game where reality and fiction are blurred, beautiful cameo by William Dafoe, definitely check this one out. But if you've already seen it, let me know what you've scored it down below. And I thank you guys so much for being here. As always, I love you guys so much. Thanks for hanging out with me, and I'll see you guys tomorrow for another 31 Days of Horror. Can you tell I'm falling asleep? I think my eyes are like suffering trying to stay open. I love you guys so much, and I'm suffering through for ya. I hope you guys do appreciate these videos. If you do, give them a thumbs up so I know to do this next year. I love you guys so much. I'll stop babbling. Bye guys.